Welcome to another Mould Breaker Empowerment Forum. Today we continue with our 6-part series on habit breaking solutions. In the past 2 weeks, we looked at solution number 1, which is time, making time. And last week we looked at knowledge, acquiring knowledge. Today we look at establishing conditions for success. Yes, these 3 things are part of the 6 elements for successfully overcoming habits that harm your health and quality of life. So, conditions. We know that these are the environmental, psychological, and social conditions or situations and events, occurrences that are a part of our daily lives. Some of them we consciously seek to manage and control, avoid and employ. But then there are others that basically creep up on us unawares because they are, as we are addressing, they are habits. Habits are unconscious actions that we do routinely without even giving thought to what it is we're doing or the consequences of what we do. And so when we think about setting up conditions for success, it means that we remove ourselves from functioning on autopilot to literally making conscious decisions. And so, as we look at the New Start formula that we have been using as our template for healthy living and improving the quality of our lives, then we must take each of those elements and look at how we can set up conditions that will help us to engage in positive actions, in conscious actions, rather than going through the motion as we customarily do. And so, the right conditions for success as it relates to nutrition. After making time and after acquiring knowledge, we must now begin to combine our knowledge and our time in order to establish adequate conditions that work for us, that help us to lead the lifestyle, to engage in the habits that we have discovered will work to the betterment of our health and quality of life. So, conditions for good nutritional habits would include making a list of all of the things that we have opted to utilize as a part of our nutritional lifestyle. And so we will say that, okay, I have been consuming this and it has been proven to be not good for me. Whilst it may be good for others, I have discovered that it does not profit me health-wise to consume this item. And so therefore, you set up the conditions where you identify substitutes of that food item that works best for you. For instance, just a general ballpark scenario of someone who consumes a lot of processed carbohydrates, simple carbohydrates. That would be things like pastries, chocolates, sweetened drinks, as opposed to water and more complex root-based, plant-based foods. So you know that routinely you are more inclined to go towards selecting those less nutritious foods, and you are now wanting to move into the direction of eating more fruits and vegetables, more root-based foods. Perhaps you want to eliminate red meat and incorporate more fish, chicken, and white meats. So it means then you must establish the conditions that will allow you to make those good alternative choices. That means you will have to set time aside for shopping, grocery shopping, making a proper grocery list, avoiding going to the store when you are hungry, also clearing out your refrigerator, your cupboard of those simple foods that the energy source is not long lasting. Simple sugars, sweets, pastries, you eat them and 5 minutes later you're hungry again. So it means that you're eating more than your body needs. The other condition as it relates to nutrition, which relates to time, is to also plan your meals, plan your meal time. So that's two elements: the meal content as well as the time that you allow to consume it. Those conditions now will allow you to consume your meals in the right environment, under the right conditions, where you are not in a hurry. Because remember, in the last session we talked about being in a hurry and consuming too much of the mixed messages. You're busy but you're still consuming. No, you want to set time aside where you are doing the things that you need to be doing in the time, under the right conditions, so that your body is getting nourishment as opposed to just being energized. Okay, conditions for physical activity. When you look at what is traditionally fashionable, persons think, oh, if I'm not going to the gym, then I'm not physically active. But you may not have the funds to pay gym membership fee. So what are the alternatives? You can get a walking partner, you can get a dance partner, you can set time aside for doing exercises of different types on different days and engaging others who have an interest. You will also choose a variety of things that you enjoy, not what everyone else is doing. The conditions are those that will motivate you to do more and get better results from what you are doing. Do not ever let the things that you enjoy be pushed aside for the things that everyone else is doing. when you are doing the things that you are enjoying, you are more inclined to do it. And you will get better results because you are enjoying it, you are happy, and you are eager to go out there and do it. So the conditions are right. You can do it in your home, you can do it in your yard, you can go to the beach, areas where there is no added cost. So yes, conditions are basically identifying those things that you have right at your fingertips, or you may find them more accessible and more affordable. So those are the things that you want to do. Now, when we look at water consumption, again, I don't know about you, but I have come to realize that if you're drinking water when you go out, people are inclined to coerce you into getting a sweetened drink or to have an alcohol-based drink. That conditioning is a social one. You must not allow the external forces to override what you yourself recognize as best for you. You are your best expert. So get those conditions that you feel comfortable with and not what your peers or your co-workers think is best for you. You are your best expert. No one knows you as good or better than you know yourself. So, the conditions for spirituality, trusting in God, those again are personalized. You know what it is that your conscience is telling you, your heart is speaking to you. There are many voices out there that will want to steer you in one direction or the other. Spirituality is as personal as your fingerprint. Do not allow yourself to be swayed into doing things that you're not convicted of. Your personal spirit that resides within you is your conviction. It tells you when you are moving in the right direction and when you're not. Knowledge comes into being. You must seek out knowledge about things that are spiritual, things that are physical, things that are social, things that are acceptable, things that you perceive to be unacceptable. If it doesn't rest well with you, accept it. Your intuition is your guide, your compass. It is divinely placed in you. Yes, our social upbringing and the influences that we've had throughout life plays a part. But even as children, there are things that do not feel right and comfortable to us. Those are the conditions that you must be mindful of and seek the knowledge that makes you feel that you are indeed doing the right thing. Yes, the opinion of others play a role, but in the final analysis, you are the ultimate decision maker, because no matter how coerced you feel, how pressured you feel, in the final analysis, here in this present age and in the ages to come, you will be the one that must give an account for the choices that you have made. And so, as we wrap up this segment today, I say, break the mold of social pressures to do this and go there, when you know within yourself that here is where you desire to be, here is where you are most comfortable. So break those molds of pressures and feel comfortable within yourself. Establish conditions that will help you to live smartly, that will help you to be healthy, that will improve the quality of your personal life and help you to help others to improve in their life as well. I am Audrey Melanie, the Mold Breaker Doc from Mold Breakers Empowerment Network. Coaching in health, life, and education is what I do. I am here to help you make sound decisions that are personalized, where you are guided towards identifying what feels real, natural, and doable for you. I encourage you to submit questions, to email me at moldbreakersempowermentnetwork@gmail.com. Any questions, any concerns, any interests that you have, feel free to share it, and I will be more than happy to assist you on your journey to becoming the best version of yourself. And so until next week, when we will look at solution number 4, I say to you, take the time, acquire the knowledge, and then establish the conditions whereby you will begin to evolve into the person that you desire to be. And sometimes that evolution takes you to a place beyond your own imagination, but it is definitely a better place, a place where you can grow and flourish and be the best version of yourself. Love yourself, take care of yourself, and encourage others to do likewise. Until next week, take care, stay safe. Remember, you are your own best expert.